Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne back to do your... I was going to say good morning, Yvonne. Well, seems quite a reasonable thing to do, really, doesn't it, when you're the only person to talk to in the morning. I'm back to do the bonus read. I want to say, you know, a huge thank you to you guys. You really do make my day. You make my life. I had no idea that this journey would change so much about me. It's been a big transformation for me. What can I say? You know how humbled I am by the experience. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles coming through here. I think he made an appearance in the What's Cracking reading, so that'll be interesting, won't it? Something's moving very slowly. I'm not sure if this is an offer of love or you waiting for work to come in, but it's way too slow. That Knight of Pentacles keeps coming in. He's a plodder. He's a real plodder. All right, let's see where we're going. Oh, that was a nice cut spirit and a very different one. Okay, so we have the sun coming out. That's what we like to see. Happiness, joy, this beautiful energy here. The sun is the most beautiful card in the deck. Even when you sort of feel its energy, you can feel how powerful and how positive it is. But it's all about complete joy and happiness. And I've been seeing this a little bit lately, so things are definitely turning around. Six of Pentacles coming through. There's sort of like this feeling that life is giving back to you what you're putting into it. Maybe you haven't felt that way before. Sometimes we feel like we struggle and we put so much energy into our lives, but we don't feel that we're really accomplishing what we want to accomplish. Yeah, you know, the Eight of Pentacles is here. And this sort of says to me, you've been doing a lot of work, whether this is work where you're putting in extra work at work itself, in a job, or if you're putting this work into yourself. It's like you're putting in something into yourself. You're putting time and energy into yourself. Maybe you've had a lot of time to contemplate over the last several, well, 4 or 5 months anyway. Because I feel like you've been giving yourself a lot of energy here, a lot of sort of nurturing. Okay, so now there's this sort of decision being made here. The Hanged Man talks about taking time out. I feel like a lot of you taking time out to look for the new direction in your life here. Beautiful. Queen of Pentacles coming up. The Queen of Pentacles represents Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but I like to look at her energy because she's a person who's very, very much in tune with her surroundings. She's really at ease with who she is. She's very comfortable, very down to earth, very grounded. She likes her earthly pursuits, so she's comfortable. She wants to have, you know, a good income, a good life. So I feel like a lot of you putting energy into yourselves at the moment. 9 of Wands behind here. So maybe you've had some really sort of tough, discouraging, Spirit is saying, discouraging times. Sometimes I think somebody up there's got a thesaurus. It's like some of the words they come up with I haven't heard in years. And it's time is what they're saying here. It's time to now look at where you want to go. This is going to be very similar, I think, to the What's Cracking reading. There's this urgency at the moment, but not an urgency as in an impatience. There's an urgency to have what you want in your life, like really contemplating what sort of, you know, like that Hanged Man energy where you're sort of really trying to make sure that you're approaching things in a really positive way. We do have the Seven of Swords coming out. So the Seven of Swords is a card that talks about trying to get away with something. We see someone stealing away in the middle of the night, trying to escape something. So maybe this has been you in the past. Maybe you've sort of worked at, you know, being in denial of what's best for yourself, being in denial of what you want to bring in your life. Sometimes this talks, because the swords represent, you know, communication, thinking, thoughts. Not much else to do with your thoughts really besides think them, but it's sort of all that energy here. And this person is trying to sort of get away with that. Can be stealing intellectual property, that sort of energy. But this person is trying to get away without sort of really seeing what it is that they want, or what they're feeling, or what they're seeing here. It's like just being in this sort of energy of sneaking away to go into a cave without really talking about what you want or where you want to go. Maybe many of you have been like that in the past, because now you're looking out towards the future. We're looking towards, this is the Mythic Tarot, by the way. We're looking towards the future and trying to decide what direction we want to go in. But definitely sort of planning for the future. Four of Swords, look, similar cards to what's cracking reading. Obviously very potent energy today. But taking this time out to really meditate on what we desire, what we want to have in our life. Okay, Judgment card, Rebirth. I have a feeling that this reading is really similar to yesterday's, or maybe even last week. The Judgment card talks about having another go. That sounds really Australian. Have a go, mate. It's really this energy of wanting to start again in a way. It's not like you're getting rid of everything you've learned, because I feel like that's why you want to start again. It's almost like injecting a new you into yourself. The Judgment card talks about rebirth. It talks about coming back from the dead. Maybe you're starting to feel alive for the first time in a long time. But this beautiful energy of wanting to do things differently this time, not wanting to hide away from your fears and your, you know, these energies that you're trying to get away with putting aside. This is, you know, feeling like denial. It's lying to yourself. It's leaving yourself out in the cold. It's like you've been lying to yourself for a long time about what you wanted, where you wanted to go, who you wanted to be. Yeah, this cycle is closing out. This is the cycle that we keep talking about here. It's no longer serving you here. It's no longer serving you to be in this energy of holding yourself back. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands. Beautiful. The Knight of Wands, I know he gets a really bad rap. He can be the person who won't commit. He can be the person who, you know, just sort of comes in for a quick in and out and then he's off. This is very much that energy of not being able to really maintain something. But, you know, at his best, the Knight of Pentacles is hugely passionate and driven. This fire that burns within him is what drives him forward in the first place, this passion. So I feel that you're taking on this energy and going forward with passion. I don't think you're going to burn out so quickly, though, because you have the Four of Wands here. So you're building your stability here. You're understanding what makes you feel good and you're going after it. Maybe you've settled in the past here with things that haven't really sort of floated your boat, that haven't really sort of sang your praises, that haven't really given you the satisfaction that you want. All right, so we have the Six of Wands coming through. So we have the card of victory, being seen, understanding, taking on the energy of this beautiful Queen of Wands, being the leader in your own life, understanding what you want and just going for it now, not holding back any energy of not speaking up anymore, speaking out comfortably. So a lot of you have put in some really good work around seeing yourself for who you truly are. We have the Ten of Wands here. So this is about putting down those burdens and building for the future. Oh, you know what I did? I didn't put you down again. Oh my goodness, I've done that a few times lately. Building for the future here. And look at this, we have the King of Wands here. So I have the King and the Queen of Wands here. Building. Maybe you're building with someone here. Maybe you have someone who's going to come in and help you build a future. Someone who shares your vision here. Someone who wants to build stability with you. So maybe you know somebody is coming towards you and you're working towards that energy. Because there's the Victory card. But it's after closing this cycle out. So I feel like a lot of you are getting rid of this sort of negative, denying behaviour. Perhaps you're shedding the ego. Beautiful, beautiful reading. All right, let's pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Oh, that's too many, Spirit. I'll be here all day reading those. Probably relevant, but... Okay, so you're on the clock, apparently. Time is ticking away. That Knight of Pentacles needs to change his approach into this one. So things are moving quickly. Things are going in the right direction. There's this feeling, like I said, of urgency, but I don't think it's urgency in that you're running out of time. I just think that you want to do things timely. Have a great day.